Plaintiff LaSonia Cobbins is suing her ex-boyfriend's sister, 17-year-old Latifah Johnson, for car damages. LaSonia claims Latifah threw a toy horse at her car, but Latifah says it was in self-defense because the plaintiff was trying to run her over.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Judge Pirro presiding.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Judge. You may be seated.
Okay, this afternoon we have the case of LaSonia Cobbins, against Latifah Johnson, and LaSonia is suing her ex-boyfriend's sister for damages to her car. All right, so a situation happened with your car. Tell us what happened.
Okay, Your Honor, first of all, I dated the defendant's brother for about 8 years. He's also the father of my child.
How old is your child?
She's 2.
And how old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20, okay.
Yes. Personally, I think that Latifah is disrespectful, she's rude, she's irresponsible, and she's a liar.
Okay, well that about wraps it up. Let's tell us what happened with the car.
Well, as of June 10th, 2008, which was the day of my child's birthday, her second birthday, her father had called earlier that day saying that he had presents for her. He's on house arrest, so he had his sister, Sade.
He's on house arrest?
Yes.
Anything having to do with you?
No.
Okay.
So I met Sade at the granny's house to pick up the gifts. When I got there, she pulls up. She has a horse hanging out the back of the car.
Her car?
Well, Latifah's car.
Right.
It was dragging on the ground. When she took the horse out, it looked a mess.
Okay, so Latifah, you have a horse in the trunk.
No, I didn't have the horse. My sister, Sade, she had the horse. She went to go pick it up. She was supposed to take it to LaSonia's house because LaSonia is not allowed at our house.
Why is she not allowed at your house?
Because she's a troublemaker and she lies all the time. She tried to have my brother put in jail.
Why did she want to have him put in jail?
She beat up herself one time and she called the police and
said that he did it.
Yeah. And
so she beats herself up just so she can blame your brother.
No, she beat herself up one time. She crazy, real crazy.
But your brother's the one on house arrest.
Yeah, but that don't make him crazy.
Yeah, well maybe that makes him like a criminal. Okay, back to the horse. All right.
So Sade gets the horse out of the car. The horse looks a mess. It's in no condition.
Horse is a mess.
A mess.
Is this a wooden, hold on. Is this a wooden horse?
I really couldn't
Sade, step up. While you're driving the gift for the baby's second's birthday, it's hanging out the trunk and dragging on the road.
Yeah, and if it would have failed.
Did it occur to you to try to fix it so it didn't drag on the road?
I couldn't. So I told her to take the horse and she didn't want it. I don't know.
What did she say?
She didn't want it.
LaSonia, is that true?
Yes, that's exactly what I said. The horse was in no condition for a 2-year-old.
That's right. Thank you. Sit down. Who tries to give you the horse?
She did.
Who's she?
Sade.
Sade.
Yes.
Okay.
She took the horse out the back. I'm looking at it. It was in no condition for a 2-year-old.
So what do you say?
I told her I didn't want it. Latifah comes outside and she's acting a fool. She's cussing me out and everything. She's on the phone with him.
That is a lie. That's not true. I went outside. I was like, what are you still out here for? If you're not going to take the horse, then leave. What you still here for? You're not allowed over here, first of all. You was just supposed to get the horse. If you wasn't getting the horse, you supposed to leave then. Why are you still here? You still sitting out in front of our house 20 minutes later.
So
I
is it
told
a public street? Was she on the street?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's it to you?
I mean, because she was just sitting in front of our house.
This bothering you. Okay. Why were you there?
I was waiting for her sister to come back out. I had no idea that she was even there until she came outside acting a fool.
Okay. When you say she's acting a fool, what is she doing? What is she saying?
She's cussing. My mother's in the car. My daughter's in the car.
And who's this?
My mother.
Hey, Mom. Come on up. All right, Mom. You're in the car. What do you see?
She came out the house cursing and what you say, and I'm looking like she didn't say nothing to her. By that time, she's coming down the sidewalk. She went, picked up the horse, and she swung it at my car.
She picks up the horse.
Yes.
And she does what with it? She throws it at the car?
She picked up the horse, and she swung the horse like this, and it put it
where?
down.
On the passenger side of the car. Where's the baby now?
In the back seat.
She was
the baby's in the car?
I was in the front seat. My granddaughter was in the back seat. And while she was trying to fight my daughter, my grandbaby was behind her.
Do you have any pictures?
Yes, I do. And I also have an estimate in here too.
Good, hand it up. All right, Latifah, did you hit that car with a horse?
Your Honor, I didn't pick the horse up and throw it at the car. Lasagna, she was finna hit me with her car, and that's when I threw the horse.
All right.
I pushed the horse in the way of the car, so
All
she
right,
was gonna hit me with her car.
The horse was in your hands when it hit the car?
No, it wasn't in my hands. It was on the ground. And as I walked around her car, she was finna hit me with her car. Sade was on the other side of the car. And that's when I threw the horse over, which is still on the ground.
Indicating with both hands that you picked up the horse and threw it at the car.
like this.
Honey, I know what you just did. You took both your hands and threw it at the car. Okay, so this is the passenger side of the car. Right here?
Yes.
Okay, and that's the dent.
Yes.
And you've handed me an estimate that indicates it's $969.47 for the labor of $720 and the replacement parts. Okay, oh dear. Partial paint, fender panel, fender outside, adhesive nameplate, hinge pillar, et cetera, et cetera. All right, Latifah. This car, you believe, was coming at you?
Yes.
Okay. And you believe that to defend yourself, you had to throw or push the toy horse?
Yes.
Okay. And then the injury occurred to the car?
Yes.
Okay. Why didn't you just get out of the way? Sit down, Mom. Why didn't you just get out of the way?
I was getting out the way, but...
Were you cursing her out before?
No, when I first came out the house, I was saying, why is you still out here? And that's when she was arguing on the phone with Mikos. And then that's when she called me out my name, and I started cursing her out, and we both was going at it.
Plaintiff Lasonia Cobbins says her ex-boyfriend's sister threw a toy horse at her car, causing extensive damage.
Sade, what's your version of what happened? Come up here. Tell me what happened.
Well, I didn't see the whole incident.
Did you see the horse hit the car?
Yes.
How?
It wasn't on top of the car. She couldn't have thrown it way over on top of the car.
She's not alleging it was on top of the car. Did you see?
Yeah, I seen her throw the horse.
Okay, sit down.
Okay.
All right. The action here is for damages to a vehicle based upon the claim that the defendant, Latifah, threw a horse at the plaintiff's car, Lasagna. Latifah says that she didn't throw it, that it was what, self-defense?
Yes.
Okay, so you were trying to protect yourself?
Yes.
Okay, do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay. It is a verdict of this court that the plaintiff be awarded the requested amount of $969.47. Now, there was absolutely no justification for you to throw that horse at the car. The bottom line is you're angry. You're trying to get her out from in front of your house. You're angry that she's there. You're cursing her out for being there. She has every right to refuse a horse that's been dragged through town in the trunk, on the road, and everything else. And it is outrageous for you to do that when there is a 2-year-old in the car. The verdict is on behalf of the plaintiff. You're a lady. Continue to be the way you are. Protect your child. You shouldn't give your child anything that you don't think is safe for your child. And that's the court's verdict.
Thank you.